Have you ever felt the weight of absence in your life? Absence is more than just a void. It is a powerful catalyst for transformation. When we embrace this power, we can start to see how separation shapes our journey, teaching us resilience, self-discovery, and the importance of connection. This realization often strikes at unexpected moments, reminding us of the depth of our feelings and connections, as well as the lessons that lie hidden in the spaces we leave behind. As we navigate through the currents of absence, we begin to understand its dual nature. It can evoke feelings of longing and sadness, but also provide clarity and growth. In our quest for deeper understanding, we can learn to see absence not as a loss, but as a space for reflection, a time to evaluate what truly matters to us. It challenges us to look inward, reconnecting with our authentic selves as we pause and appreciate the beauty of fleeting connections. By embracing the power of absence, we allow ourselves to feel fully. We open our hearts to the unknown and the potential for healing. This journey teaches us that even in silence, we are never truly alone. The invisible threads of love and memories continue to weave through our lives, reminding us of everything we've shared. Acceptance of absence becomes a profound teacher, guiding us towards self-awareness, gratitude, and ultimately, a stronger sense of connectivity to ourselves and others. Have you ever considered the spiritual lessons embedded within the experience of separation? The spiritual journey of separation can feel painful and confusing, yet it serves as a gateway to profound personal growth. Each separation pushes us to question our beliefs, values, and the deeper motivations behind our relationships. It invites us to reflect on what truly fulfills us and encourages us to align our lives with our higher purpose, illuminating the path toward self-discovery. Understanding this journey involves recognizing that separation often highlights our attachments, those threads that connect us to people, places, and experiences. As we disentangle ourselves from these connections, we uncover layers of ourselves that we may have overlooked. This separation process can be akin to shedding old skin. It is uncomfortable but necessary for renewal. It teaches us to strike a balance between connection and independence, finding peace in our own company. Ultimately, the spiritual journey of separation is about growth and transformation. Every experience of absence nudges us to reassess our priorities and reestablish our inner compass. As we traverse this journey, we discover a new sense of strength within, one that is rooted in self-love and awareness. Through this lens, we learn not only to embrace separation, but to honor it as a divine chapter in our stories, each moment apart preparing us for deeper connections in the future. Have you ever sensed a gentle nudge from the universe, a whisper that transcends the noise of everyday life? The invisible strings that connect us to others extend far beyond physical presence, creating an intricate tapestry of energy that influences our emotions and actions. Even when we are apart from loved ones, their essence remains intertwined with ours. This connection can evoke feelings of warmth, nostalgia, or even a sense of urgency, as if the universe is signaling us to reach out or reflect on our bonds. These invisible strings can manifest in various forms: dreams that remind us of our loved ones, sudden memories that flood our minds, or unexpected coincidences that seem too poignant to be mere chance. Such signs serve as powerful reminders of the impact we have on each other's lives, and are often a call to deepen our understanding of our relationships. In moments of absence, these connections can feel even stronger, revealing the latent energy that exists beneath the surface of our interactions. Recognizing these invisible threads is vital as we navigate the journey of absence. They remind us that love knows no boundaries. When we embrace the idea that our connections linger in the air around us, we cultivate a greater sense of belonging and purpose. Tuning into these subtle messages from the universe not only brings comfort, but also empowers us to honor and nurture our relationships, regardless of distance. We come to understand that we are never truly separated from those we love, as their spirits and energies resonate within us. Have you ever paused to listen closely in the quiet moments, waiting for a message from your heart? The voice of the heart speaks to us in silence, often revealing truths we may be too busy or distracted to acknowledge. In spaces of absence, our heartbeats can echo the wisdom of our experiences, guiding us toward clarity and understanding. It's in these silences that we find room for reflection and the opportunity to decipher what our true emotions are trying to convey. Messages from the heart can come in many forms: an overwhelming sense of peace that washes over you, or a sudden pang of longing that lights up your chest. These feelings articulate our desires, fears, and hopes, silently urging us to pay attention and to honor the bonds that matter most. When we take the time to quiet our minds, we open ourselves to receiving these messages, creating a deeper connection with our inner selves and the love we share with the world around us. Listening to the voice of the heart allows us to embrace vulnerability and authenticity, reminding us that silence can be as powerful as words. In the absence of loved ones, it is easy to fill the void with distractions, but if we lean into this quietude, we may emerge with newfound insights. Recognizing and honoring these heart messages keeps us aligned with our true selves, guiding us to make choices that resonate with our core values and strengthen our connections, even from afar. Have you ever felt a sense of healing wash over you as you embrace the distance separating you from someone you love? Healing through distance can be a daunting yet necessary aspect of our personal growth. As we are often pushed to navigate the waters of separation, we are given a unique chance to explore our own emotional landscapes. This time apart acts as a powerful catalyst for introspection, allowing us to acknowledge our pain and ultimately transform it into strength. The process of healing through distance often reveals the depth of our feelings and the resilience of our spirit. In moments of solitude, we can untangle the complexities of our emotions, discover our vulnerabilities, and reassess our needs. This self-exploration can lead to profound realizations about who we are, what we desire, and how we want to show up in our relationships moving forward. Thus, distance can be a teacher, guiding us toward self-awareness and clarity. As we learn and grow apart, we also cultivate a renewed appreciation for connection. The absence can help us redefine what it means to love and be loved, enabling us to approach future relationships with a more profound understanding of ourselves. We discover that healing doesn't imply letting go. Instead, it can mean becoming whole within ourselves. Ultimately, embracing distance opens up space for renewal, inviting us to emerge stronger and more attuned to our hearts and the connections we cherish. Have you ever considered how your absence can create ripples in the lives of those around you? The ripple effect of our presence, or lack thereof, extends far beyond what we can see. When we step back, whether intentionally or unintentionally, those we care about often feel the void left behind. This absence can spark a profound introspection in both parties, prompting loved ones to reflect on their own lives, relationships, and the connections they may have taken for granted. The impact of absence manifests in various ways. It can lead to a surge of appreciation, or even a painful realization about what has been lost. Friends and family might engage in conversations that otherwise might not have taken place, ignited by feelings of longing. Thus, your absence can serve as a catalyst for deeper understanding and intentional connections among those who remain, as they begin to explore their feelings and the significance of shared memories. Moreover, the ripple effect teaches us that connections are never one-sided. Just as your absence resonates with others, their reactions, reflections, and sentiments create a ripple that circles back to you. This dynamic interplay reinforces the idea that love and connection are intertwined in a web that cannot be easily severed. By recognizing the influence of our absence, we become more mindful of how we engage in our relationships, ensuring that the ripples we create are ones of love, understanding, and encouragement. Have you ever contemplated the importance of harnessing your energy in your relationships? The law of attraction teaches us that the energy we emit plays a crucial role not only in what we attract into our lives, but also in how we connect with others. When we focus on gratitude, positivity, and love, we create a magnetic field that draws similar energies towards us. Conversely, lingering negativity or doubt can repel the very connections we desire, making it essential to be mindful of our emotional landscape. Harnessing your energy involves cultivating self-awareness and intentionality in your thoughts and feelings. This means recognizing when you are projecting energy that may not align with your true desires or the relationships you wish to nurture. Through mindfulness practices such as meditation, journaling, or simply spending quiet time with yourself, you can begin to identify patterns in your emotional responses and consciously shift your vibrations to a more positive state. When you actively work on harmonizing your energy, you not only enhance the quality of your relationships, but also amplify your ability to manifest love and connection. People pick up on our energies, often subconsciously, thus amplifying the connections we forge. By focusing on love and appreciation for those who matter to us, we invite genuine connections back into our lives, creating a cycle of positivity and deepened relationships. In this way, utilizing the law of attraction empowers you to transform not just your own life, but the lives of those around you as well. Have you ever felt a profound bond with someone, even when physically apart? The unseen bond that transcends space is something many people experience but may struggle to articulate. These invisible ties, forged through shared experiences, emotions, and love, create a connection that remains intact, regardless of distance. This bond offers comfort during times of separation, reminding us that true connections are not limited by physical presence, but rather exist in a deeper, spiritual dimension. These spiritual connections remind us that the relationships we forge can often reach beyond the confines of our physical realities. They create a sense of belonging that transcends time and space, affirming that we can still feel the emotions and energies of our loved ones even when they are not near. This sensation often manifests as a gut feeling or a sudden memory, revealing that the bonds we share cannot be severed by mere distance. In this way, we learn that love endures, resonating through the connection that links our hearts together. Recognizing these unseen bonds invites us to nurture our connections consciously. We learn that our thoughts and intentions hold power. When we send love or gratitude through our minds and hearts, we strengthen these ties. Engaging in practices such as visualization or sending loving thoughts can reinforce the energy of our relationships, creating an atmosphere of trust and closeness that defies physical distance. Ultimately, embracing these spiritual connections allows us to honor the love we share, fostering a sense of unity that surpasses the limitations of our physical world. Have you ever wished to bring a beloved person back into your life after a period of separation? Manifesting reunion is a powerful concept that invites us to align our thoughts, emotions, and energies with our deepest desires. It revolves around the understanding that, by focusing our intentions on reconnecting with someone we miss, we can use the energies of the law of attraction to create the conditions conducive to that reunion. This journey begins with clarifying our intentions and visualizing the connection we wish to restore. To manifest a reunion, it's essential to approach the process with an open heart and a clear mind. This means releasing any attachments to the outcome while remaining receptive to possibilities. By practicing self-love and fostering positive emotions, we create a vibrational match that draws our loved ones closer while reinforcing the strength of the bond we share. Visualization exercises and affirmations can serve as powerful tools, allowing us to see in our mind's eye the joy and fulfillment of reestablishing that connection. As we move through the manifestation process, we must also be prepared to receive the reunion with gratitude and authenticity. This involves not only welcoming the other person back, but also being open to evolving the dynamics of the relationship. By embracing growth and change, we can create a deeper, more meaningful connection that acknowledges the lessons learned during our time apart. Ultimately, manifesting reunion is not just about bringing someone back. It is about nurturing a bond that contributes to our personal journeys and collective growth. Have you ever realized how absence teaches us valuable lessons about love and attachment? The lessons of longing can be both profound and transformative, presenting opportunities for growth that come alive in moments of separation. This feeling of missing someone can often bring to the surface our deepest desires and expose the strength of our connections. As we navigate through these emotions, we learn not only about ourselves, but also about the nature of our relationships and the value we place on them. Longing offers a unique perspective on love. It pushes us to examine what we cherish in our connections and challenges us to acknowledge our vulnerabilities. This absence can serve as a mirror, reflecting back the qualities we admire or need to nurture not just in others, but within ourselves. We often find that this longing fosters emotional maturity, encouraging us to express our feelings more openly and cultivate a deeper appreciation for the moments we do share with loved ones. Ultimately, the lessons of longing remind us that love is a multifaceted experience, one that encompasses joy and sorrow, presence and absence. By embracing these lessons, we develop resilience and learn to cherish our relationships with renewed fervor. We come to understand that every moment of longing can deepen our commitment to love, turning feelings of absence into opportunities for connection and growth. enriching our lives in ways we may never have anticipated. Have you ever found yourself navigating the delicate interplay between grief and joy during periods of absence? The complexity of our emotions emerges vividly when we face the duality of longing for someone while simultaneously cherishing the memories we have shared. Embracing both grief and joy allows us to honor the full depth of our experiences, offering a rich tapestry of feelings that reminds us of the love that still exists, even in separation. It's in these moments that we can truly grasp the heartfelt connections we've forged, acknowledging the past while inviting healing in the present. Navigating this emotional landscape often involves accepting that grief and joy can coexist. Just as we mourn what we have lost, we also celebrate the moments that made our relationship special. This reconciliation can be challenging. We may feel guilty for experiencing joy in the absence of someone we miss. However, understanding that joy is a tribute to that relationship can help us move forward. Each laugh, each smile, and each cherished memory act as a balm for our grief, weaving a narrative that honors both the past and the present. Ultimately, embracing the complexity of absence encourages us to lean into our emotions rather than shy away from them. This journey teaches us that our experiences are not singular, but multifaceted. By giving ourselves permission to feel both grief and joy, we cultivate a more profound understanding of love's many layers and develop a richer emotional palette. In doing so, we honor the connections that shape our lives, recognizing that even amid loss, love continues to thrive and inspire us to grow. Have you ever taken the time to focus on the concept of self-love after experiencing a separation? Cultivating self-love becomes essential during times of absence, as it helps us reconnect with ourselves and rediscover our worth. When we step away from relationships, whether by choice or circumstance, we often face an opportunity for introspection. This period of solitude invites us to assess our values, passions, and goals, allowing us to emerge with a clearer sense of identity and increased self-awareness. Self-love is not merely about indulging in self-care rituals. It is a profound acknowledgement of our own value and the importance of treating ourselves with kindness. During the journey of healing, we must confront our vulnerabilities and acknowledge the feelings of loss or inadequacy that may arise. By reframing these experiences as opportunities for growth, we learn to be more compassionate towards ourselves, letting go of any self-blame or negative narratives that may impede our progress. As we cultivate self-love, we empower ourselves to set healthier boundaries and attract relationships that reflect our true worth. This newfound appreciation for ourselves also enhances our capacity to love others. When we embrace our essence and nurture our inner selves, we create a solid foundation that allows us to connect meaningfully with those around us. Ultimately, nurturing self-love after separation helps us emerge stronger and more centered, ready to embrace the love that life has to offer. Have you ever considered how important closure is as you prepare for new beginnings? Closure acts as a pivotal step in our healing journey following separation. It provides the space to reflect on what has transpired while allowing us to release any lingering emotions tied to past experiences. This process is essential in freeing ourselves from old attachments, making way for fresh opportunities and relationships that align more closely with our current selves. By embracing closure, we give ourselves permission to heal and grow. Preparing for new beginnings involves acknowledging the lessons learned from our past while making conscious choices about how we want to move forward. This may include journaling our thoughts, expressing gratitude for the experiences that shaped us, and even engaging in rituals that symbolize letting go. By actively participating in our closure, we develop a sense of agency over our narrative, shaping a vision that reflects our hopes and aspirations for the future. Ultimately, closure is not just an ending, it's a powerful gateway to new possibilities. When we honor the past and release the weight of unresolved feelings, we create space for joy, love, and adventure to enter our lives once more. This preparation allows us to approach new beginnings with a heart that is open and ready to embrace the gifts that life has in store for us. The journey of closure equips us with wisdom and resilience, empowering us to step confidently into the next chapter of our lives. Have you ever reflected on the unbreakable links that tie us to those we love, even when we are apart? The concept of love and connection is woven deep into the fabric of our existence, transcending distance and time. These connections are not limited to physical presence. Instead, they exist in the shared memories, emotions, and experiences that bind us together. Even when we find ourselves separated from someone dear, the love we share continues to resonate, reminding us that true connections are everlasting. Embracing the idea of an unbreakable link encourages us to view relationships through a lens that appreciates the depth of our shared journeys. It highlights the significance of the emotional bonds that persist, regardless of physical separation. These connections often manifest in unique ways, through thoughts of one another, dreams, or even synchronicities that seem to echo the other person's presence. By recognizing and honoring these signs, we not only maintain the relationship but also enrich it, allowing it to grow despite the challenges of distance. Ultimately, acknowledging these unbreakable links reinforces our understanding that love knows no boundaries. The bonds we forge with others create a sense of belonging and purpose that persist beyond any circumstance. As we navigate through life's ebbs and flows, we can find comfort in the knowledge that our connections are resilient. By nurturing and celebrating the love we carry in our hearts, we embrace the powerful truth that, no matter the distance, we are never truly alone. Have you ever pondered the meaning of new beginnings and the hope they bring after a period of absence? New beginnings represent the exciting prospect of growth and transformation that follow times of separation or change. They allow us to embrace the lessons learned during our experiences and use that wisdom to shape a future that aligns with our evolving selves. As we close one chapter, we pave the way for fresh opportunities, relationships, and adventures that can enrich our lives in unimaginable ways. Preparing for new beginnings often requires us to shed old patterns and beliefs that may no longer serve us. This process of letting go can be both challenging and liberating, as it encourages us to release what holds us back from realizing our fullest potential. By fostering a mindset receptive to new experiences, we create space for fresh energies to enter our lives, inviting possibilities that we may have never envisioned before. Practicing mindfulness and intentionality can help us stay grounded as we navigate this transition. Ultimately, embracing new beginnings is about recognizing the beauty that arises from change and being open to the unknown. These opportunities for renewal encourage us to step outside of our comfort zones and explore new facets of ourselves and the world around us. By welcoming new beginnings with an open heart, we allow ourselves to experience life in all its fullness, understanding that each new chapter brings the potential for joy, growth, and enriching connections. This journey of renewal leads us onward, ever toward the brighter horizons waiting to be discovered.